Before we actually talk about the event itself, which isn't until August, and you may be wondering why we're talking about this now, but really right now is the time that you need to get submissions turned in. So before we get into that, talk about the film festival itself. It's been around for a few years. Basically, what is this and what happens during those days?
All right. Well, the Fort Smith International Film Festival, this being our fifth year, the hope is that we've learned through the first 4 years, right? And the idea is we bring movies in from all over the world, but also local and regional submissions. So, kind of the idea that we want to do is we want to show off all the creatives that we have here in Fort Smith, the River Valley, and surrounding areas, and we get to show them off to the world, right? So that's the great thing about the being an international film festival is, you know, we bring things in and we show things off, and we have a great group of creatives in this whole area here, and I love seeing them, and that's one thing you get to see having a film festival in multiple years is we get to see filmmakers who have moved from being making some short films and now they're making feature length films. So you get to watch them grow up as filmmakers. It's a beautiful thing.
So between now and May 2nd, what are you looking for?
So right now, between now and May 2nd, basically our submissions have opened up. So submissions are open until May 2nd, and basically we have a series of deadlines. And with each deadline, of course, the cost of your submission goes up. But we're looking for you name a kind of film, and we're looking for it. Basically, we have a short film category, and you so let me go over the categories real quick. So we got a short film category, we have feature length category, we have documentary category, feature and short film category. We have two specialty categories that we've done every year since the beginning, which are indigenous filmmakers and people of color. That's been an area that we have focused on pretty heavily throughout the years. Last year, we were able to feature 20 basically indigenous films, which was quite wonderful. And then we do animations and we have music video sections, and then we have a section for college students. And because we want to help grow everything, and one place that people practice a lot is in music videos. Like me as a filmmaker, one of the first places I started as a filmmaker was doing music videos. It's a great place to learn, and what is good too is that's probably one of the most local categories that we have is our music video category.
How does somebody submit a film or an item in these categories?
All right, so we use Film Freeway, but you can go to fortsmithfilm.com and there'll be a link there so that you can go and do a submission. And then the other thing that we're looking for is, do you like watching films? Are you a film watcher? So last year we had 541 films come in. Every film has to be watched by three different people. So we need your help. So if you love watching movies and you're a critic, and you want to see a film that someone may never, you may never have a chance to see anywhere else. So what you can do is you can go to fortsmithfilm.com and go to our volunteer button, and then you can sign up to be a screener. So here's the thing: most of our films are in the 15 to 20-minute range. And so what we have is we have a series of incentives. So by watching films, we award you for helping us out. So if you watch 5 hours, you get a free ticket to the film festival. Watch another 10, we'll give you a poster. Another 10 after that, you get a T-shirt. If you watch a week's worth of film for us, we will give you a VIP ticket. And so you help us out, we help you out, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's actually one of my favorite things to do is to watch films. Last year, I might be a little crazy, but I watched 444 films last year.
Oh my gosh. So at the film festival itself, is this a launching pad for a lot of these folks, and how far can they go with this?
So one of the things that we added, so we had our first year last year of the Mid-America Film Market. And so what the film market is we're trying to work to provide resources for filmmakers, for local filmmakers and people so they can learn, because it's one thing to show your films off. So we have like 18 film festivals throughout Arkansas. So we're trying to think of what we could do to do different, to talk about exactly what you're talking about, to create a launching pad for local filmmakers. So the film market, we are working with distributors. So we actually had one film last year signed for distribution. We have a few others that are still in talks, and when we hear, as soon as we can make, how all that stuff goes, you have all the legal paperwork and all that stuff. So once those are signed, where we'll actually make some announcements about films from last year that got signed. And that's the whole thing, is that to see a film at the film festival, and then maybe in the next year or so, it's on Netflix or Amazon or on Hulu or something like that. That's the end goal, right? Because if filmmakers can make money making film, guess what? They can make another one. And then we create that whole ecosystem, that creative economy in Arkansas. Because a lot of people, when you think of a film, it's not just the actors, directors, and producers, right? You have your hairstylist, right? So they have a salon. So you're helping support a local salon when you're supporting local films. The person who's doing the catering, they have a restaurant. The person who's helped building the sets, they may have a construction company. So like you're working on a whole creative ecosystem that not only helping out individuals but are helping out businesses. And so that's our goal with the Mid America Film Market as part of the film festival, is to grow that creative economy here and just to really help artists as best we can.
You brought up a good point, or an interesting point, as someone who might sign up to be a viewer of this. You are going to see some very unique, once in a lifetime documentaries, films, music videos that you probably won't get to see anywhere else. That to me is a major incentive to become a viewer.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of a film festival, is you get to see things that are unique. Sometimes they're local unique stories. Sometimes we just had like one of our submissions in the first few days. We got some films in from Botswana, you know? So that's, you get to see how people are living in all across the world. And it's a great peek into other people's lives. And what I like to tell people that I've learned watching hundreds of films throughout the years through the film festival, is it's not so much the differences that stick out, is the common human experience that you see all over the world. And then you get a chance to come out and see these things. And when the film festival is going, you can, we'll have the program out and you can kind of choose your own adventure, right? It's a physical version of like going onto Netflix or Hulu or whoever and trying to pick through which movies you want to watch. You get to do that yourself, but you're in person. But then the other step that's even better is, guess what? The filmmaker might be there. The person. So have you ever watched a movie and go, why did they do that? Or, oh my gosh, I want to tell someone how great of a job they did. Or you get that opportunity at a film festival. That's that unique experience, is right there as a filmmaker. I mean, we usually have a Q&A, so any filmmakers that are there, you can go and say, wow, I really loved how that happened, or how did you choose, why did you choose that in your film? And that to me is that's that next step that a film festival offers to just a regular viewing experiences at home or in a theater.
All right, give me that web address again, and I'm assuming that has everything you need to know about the film festival itself in August, but then all of everything else that goes along with that on that web address.
Yes. So we have a really difficult web address to remember. It's fortsmithfilm.com. So if you're a filmmaker, you can make your submission there. If you're a film lover and you'd like to just sit around and watch some films and get a chance to get a free ticket to the festival, you can go to our volunteer link and sign up there. So, you know, as we like to say, we'll see you at the movies.